Personal finance is fundamentally about taking control of your money and creating a roadmap for your financial future. It's a comprehensive approach that touches every aspect of how you interact with money in your daily life. At its core, personal finance involves managing your money and making strategic decisions about your financial future. This isn't just about balancing a checkbook, it's about creating a systematic approach to building wealth and financial security. Personal finance encompasses four fundamental components that work together to create your overall financial picture. Each component plays a crucial role in your financial success. First is earning. This includes your salary, wages, business income, and any other sources of money coming into your life. Your earning potential forms the foundation of everything else in personal finance. Second is spending. How you allocate your money for necessities like housing, food, transportation, and discretionary purchases. Smart spending means getting the most value from every dollar while staying within your means. Third is saving, setting aside money for future needs, emergencies, and goals. Saving creates a financial buffer that protects you from unexpected expenses and provides opportunities for future investments. Fourth is investing, putting your money to work to generate additional income and build long-term wealth. Investing helps your money grow faster than inflation and creates financial independence over time. Financial planning follows a structured hierarchy, much like building a pyramid. Let's examine this systematic approach to organizing your financial priorities. Effective personal finance delivers three key benefits that transform your relationship with money and create lasting financial well-being. First, personal finance helps you achieve your financial goals. Whether you want to buy a home, start a business, fund your children's education, or retire comfortably, having a structured approach makes these dreams achievable. Second, it helps you handle short-term financial needs effectively. This means having enough cash flow for monthly expenses, dealing with unexpected costs, and maintaining financial stability during challenging times. Third, personal finance secures your long-term financial well-being. This involves building wealth that grows over time, creating multiple income streams, and ensuring you have the resources needed for a comfortable retirement and financial independence. Personal finance is not just about money management, it's about creating freedom, security, and opportunities. By mastering these fundamentals, you take control of your financial destiny and build the foundation for a prosperous future. Budgeting forms the cornerstone of successful personal finance management. It's the systematic process of creating a plan for how you'll spend your money, ensuring every dollar has a purpose and direction. At its core, budgeting is about tracking your income and expenses to gain complete visibility into your financial situation. This process reveals exactly where your money comes from and where it goes each month. A well-structured budget categorizes your expenses into clear groups, making it easier to understand your spending patterns. Let's examine how a typical budget breaks down across different categories. Budgeting enables you to set clear financial goals and create actionable plans to achieve them. Whether you're saving for an emergency fund, planning a vacation, or working toward a major purchase, your budget becomes the roadmap to success. One of the most powerful aspects of budgeting is its ability to help you make informed spending decisions. When you know exactly how much you have allocated for each category, you can confidently say yes or no to purchases. A comprehensive budget provides a clear picture of where your money is going, allowing you to identify specific areas where you can reduce spending and increase savings. Let's examine a practical budgeting approach. Modern budgeting tools, from simple spreadsheets to sophisticated apps, make it easier than ever to track your finances and identify savings opportunities. The key is finding a system that works for your lifestyle and sticking with it consistently. Remember, budgeting is not about restricting your spending. It's about giving yourself permission to spend confidently within your means while building toward your financial future. A well-crafted budget becomes your financial GPS, guiding every money decision you make. Saving money is one of the most fundamental aspects of personal finance, serving as the cornerstone of financial security and stability. Saving serves three critical purposes in your financial life. First, it provides protection against unexpected emergencies. Second, it helps you achieve future goals and dreams. Third, it ensures you can maintain your lifestyle during retirement. Let's start with emergency savings, which forms the foundation of your financial safety net. An emergency fund should cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses, protecting you from unexpected job loss, medical bills, or major repairs. Unfortunately, current savings rates in America are concerning. In 2024, Americans saved only 4.4% of their income, which financial experts consider insufficient for building adequate financial security. Developing an effective savings plan requires setting clear goals, determining how much to save, and choosing the right accounts. Start by calculating your monthly expenses, then work backwards to determine how much you need to save each month. Automation is the key to consistent saving success. By setting up automatic transfers from your checking to savings accounts, you remove the temptation to spend that money elsewhere and ensure steady progress toward your goals. Your savings strategy should address different time horizons and goals: short-term savings for emergencies and near-future purchases, medium-term savings for major goals like home down payments, and long-term savings for retirement planning. Building a comprehensive savings strategy creates a true financial safety net. Like the safety net that catches a falling person, your savings protect you from financial disasters and provide the security needed to take calculated risks and pursue opportunities. Investing is one of the most powerful tools for building long-term wealth. Unlike saving, which preserves your money, investing puts your money to work, allowing it to grow significantly over time through the power of compound returns. The fundamental principle of investing is that your money can earn returns, and those returns can then earn their own returns. This compounding effect becomes more powerful the longer you invest, making time your greatest ally in wealth building. Before you begin investing, it's crucial to understand your risk tolerance. This determines how much volatility you can handle in your investments and guides your asset allocation decisions. Risk tolerance varies from person to person and depends on factors like your age, financial goals, investment timeline, and personal comfort with market fluctuations. This assessment helps determine the right mix of investments for your portfolio. Once you understand your risk tolerance, the next crucial principle is diversification. This means spreading your investments across different asset classes to reduce risk while maintaining growth potential. A well-diversified portfolio includes various asset classes such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and commodities. Each asset class behaves differently under various market conditions, helping to smooth out overall portfolio volatility. Successful investing requires a long-term perspective. Short-term market fluctuations are normal, but historically, patient investors who stay invested through market cycles have been rewarded with substantial wealth growth. Key principles for long-term investing success include starting early to maximize compound growth, investing regularly through dollar-cost averaging, staying disciplined during market volatility, and periodically rebalancing your portfolio to maintain your target allocation. A growing trend in modern investing is ESG investing, which considers environmental, social, and governance factors alongside financial returns. This approach is particularly popular among younger investors who want their investments to align with their values. ESG investing evaluates companies based on their environmental impact, social responsibility, and governance practices. Environmental factors include climate change initiatives and resource management. Social factors cover employee relations and community impact. Governance examines leadership quality and business ethics. Successful investing combines understanding your risk tolerance, diversifying your portfolio, maintaining a long-term perspective, and potentially incorporating ESG factors that align with your values. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint, and the earlier you start, the more time compound growth has to work in your favor. Debt management is one of the most critical aspects of personal finance. Poor debt management can derail your entire financial future, while strategic debt handling can accelerate your path to financial freedom. Think of debt as a heavy weight that you carry everywhere. This burden doesn't just affect your current spending power, it fundamentally limits your ability to build wealth and achieve financial goals. High debt levels create a vicious cycle. Monthly debt payments consume income that could otherwise go towards savings and investments. This means you miss out on compound growth and wealth building opportunities. To understand the scope of this challenge, let's examine the current state of household debt in America. The statistics reveal a concerning trend that affects millions of families. American households carry over $14.5 trillion in total debt. This represents a doubling of debt levels since 2003. Mortgages make up the largest portion at over $10 trillion, but consumer debt, including credit cards, auto loans, and student loans, creates significant monthly payment obligations. These statistics highlight three critical points. Debt levels have reached historic highs, most households juggle multiple types of debt simultaneously, and the resulting monthly payments severely restrict financial flexibility and wealth-building capacity. Fortunately, there are proven strategies for managing and eliminating debt. Two popular approaches have emerged as particularly effective: the debt snowball and debt avalanche methods. The debt snowball method focuses on paying off the smallest balance first, regardless of interest rate. This approach builds psychological momentum through quick victories, helping maintain motivation throughout the debt elimination process. The debt avalanche method prioritizes the debt with the highest interest rate first. While this approach may take longer to see initial progress, it minimizes the total amount of interest paid over time, making it the mathematically optimal strategy. While developing a debt elimination strategy is crucial, it's equally important to avoid accumulating new debt. One area requiring particular caution is the rapidly growing buy now, pay later industry. Buy now, pay later services may seem convenient, but research shows they often lead users to accumulate higher balances on other forms of credit. The ease of these transactions creates an illusion of affordability that can quickly spiral into unmanageable debt. Effective debt management requires a comprehensive approach that combines strategic repayment with disciplined spending habits. Here are the essential principles for maintaining healthy debt levels. Start by creating a complete inventory of all your debts, including balances, interest rates, and minimum payments. Choose either the snowball or avalanche method based on your personality and financial situation. Automate minimum payments to avoid late fees, and most importantly, avoid taking on new debt while eliminating existing obligations. Building an emergency fund prevents you from relying on credit for unexpected expenses. Consider debt consolidation only if it truly reduces your interest rates or simplifies payments. Finally, don't hesitate to seek professional help if your debt situation feels overwhelming. Financial counselors can provide personalized strategies and support. Remember, debt management is not just about eliminating what you owe. It's about creating the financial freedom to pursue your goals and build lasting wealth. Every dollar you free from debt payments is a dollar that can work toward your future prosperity. Your credit score is one of the most important numbers in your financial life. It affects your ability to get loans, credit cards, mortgages, and even impacts the interest rates you'll pay. Credit scores range from 300 to 850, with higher scores indicating better creditworthiness. Scores are typically categorized as poor, fair, good, or excellent, with each range affecting your financial opportunities differently. 5 main factors determine your credit score. Payment history is the most important at 35%, followed by credit utilization at 30%. Length of credit history accounts for 15%, while new credit accounts and credit mix each contribute 10%. Your credit score directly impacts the interest rates you'll pay on loans. This table shows how dramatically rates can vary based on your FICO score. A person with excellent credit might pay 6.5% on a mortgage, while someone with poor credit could pay over 8%. Improving your credit score takes time, but follows proven strategies. Pay all bills on time, keep credit utilization low, maintain old accounts, avoid opening too many new accounts, and monitor your credit report for errors. The rise of buy now, pay later services is changing credit scoring. FICO is launching new scoring models in fall 2025 that will incorporate BNPL data. This chart shows how BNPL usage affects credit scores across different consumer segments. Understanding your credit score is crucial for financial success. It affects your access to credit and the rates you pay. Focus on payment history, keep utilization low, and stay informed about new developments like BNPL scoring models. Good credit habits today lead to better financial opportunities tomorrow. Insurance serves as your financial shield against life's unexpected events. While many people view insurance as an unnecessary expense, it's actually one of the most critical components of a sound financial plan. Think of insurance as a protective barrier between you and financial catastrophe. Without it, a single unexpected event could destroy years of careful financial planning and savings. Insurance forms the foundation of any solid financial plan. As shown in this financial planning pyramid, protection through insurance must be established before you can effectively save and invest for the future. There are 4 essential types of insurance that everyone should have: health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, and auto insurance. Each protects against different but equally devastating financial risks. Health insurance is perhaps the most critical type of coverage. Medical expenses are the leading cause of bankruptcy in the United States. A single serious illness or injury can result in hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills. Life insurance protects your family's financial future if you pass away unexpectedly. It replaces your income and helps cover debts, mortgage payments, and future expenses like children's education costs. Disability insurance is often overlooked but equally important. You're more likely to become disabled than to die during your working years. This insurance replaces a portion of your income if you cannot work due to illness or injury. While insurance premiums may seem expensive, the cost of not having insurance can be financially devastating. Consider this comparison: paying a few $1,000s per year in premiums versus facing hundreds of thousands in unexpected expenses. When shopping for insurance, focus on adequate coverage rather than the lowest premium. Consider your deductibles, coverage limits, and exclusions. Work with reputable insurers and review your policies annually to ensure they still meet your needs. Insurance is not just an expense, it's an investment in your financial security. By protecting yourself against catastrophic losses, insurance allows you to build wealth with confidence, knowing that unexpected events won't derail your financial future. The time value of money is one of the most fundamental concepts in personal finance. It states that money available today is worth more than the same amount of money in the future due to its potential earning capacity and the effects of inflation. Here's a simple example. If you have $1,000 today, you can invest it at a 5% annual return. After 1 year, you would have $1,050. This demonstrates why $1,000 today is worth more than $1,000 received 1 year from now. Now let's examine how inflation erodes the purchasing power of money over time, making this concept even more critical to understand. This graph perfectly illustrates how inflation affects purchasing power. Notice how the same amount of money buys progressively smaller burgers over time. This represents the declining purchasing power of money due to inflation, which typically runs at 2 to 3% annually. Let's look at this concept from another perspective using a visual representation of present versus future value. This diagram clearly shows the relationship between present and future value. Money in hand today can be invested for better returns, while future money is subject to uncertainties and loses value due to inflation. The arrow indicates that present value is greater than future value. Now let's examine a concrete example of how money loses value over time using actual numbers. This chart demonstrates the dramatic impact of inflation over time. Starting with £10,000, the real purchasing power declines each year. After just 5 years, the same money has the purchasing power of only £5,394, nearly a 50% loss in real value. The solution to protecting against the time value of money is strategic investing. By putting your money to work, you can potentially earn returns that exceed inflation rates. Here's the comparison. Without investment, $10,000 loses value each year due to inflation. However, with a 7% annual investment return, the same money grows to over $12,000 in just 3 years, easily outpacing inflation and preserving purchasing power. Understanding the time value of money helps you make better financial decisions. Start investing early, even with small amounts. Consider the real cost of delaying investments And always factor in inflation when planning for long-term financial goals like retirement or major purchases. Risk management is the cornerstone of protecting your financial assets. It involves systematically identifying potential threats to your wealth and implementing strategies to minimize their impact on your financial well being. Effective risk management follows a systematic four-step process. First, we identify potential risks that could threaten our financial security. Then, we assess the likelihood and potential impact of each risk. Next, we implement controls to mitigate these risks. Finally, we regularly review and update our risk management strategies. Diversification is one of the most powerful risk management tools available to investors. By spreading investments across different asset classes, sectors, and geographic regions, you can significantly reduce the impact of any single investment's poor performance on your overall portfolio. Insurance serves as a critical safety net in your risk management strategy. Regular review of your insurance coverage ensures that you maintain adequate protection as your life circumstances and asset values change. Different types of coverage protect different aspects of your financial life. Financial risks come in many forms. Market risk affects your investments through price volatility. Inflation risk erodes purchasing power over time. Credit risk involves potential defaults on loans or bonds. Liquidity risk occurs when you cannot easily convert assets to cash. Understanding these categories helps you build comprehensive protection strategies. Effective risk management requires a proactive approach. Start by conducting a comprehensive risk assessment of your financial situation. Implement diversification strategies across your investment portfolio. Maintain adequate insurance coverage and review it regularly. Build an emergency fund to handle unexpected expenses. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate all risks, but to manage them intelligently to protect and grow your wealth over time. Economic uncertainty has become a defining characteristic of modern financial planning. Consumers today face unprecedented challenges from multiple economic forces that require adaptive financial strategies. Despite ongoing economic pressures, consumer spending patterns reveal interesting trends. This graph shows how Americans have continued spending on both goods and services, with total personal consumption reaching over $14 trillion. However, one of the most significant sources of uncertainty comes from fluctuating interest rates. This graph demonstrates how rapidly rates can change, creating challenges for borrowing, saving, and investment decisions. In response to these uncertainties, successful financial planning now emphasizes resilience. Financial resilience means building the ability to adapt, recover, and thrive despite economic challenges and unexpected changes. Economic uncertainty demands that consumers scrutinize every dollar in their budget. This means carefully evaluating each expense category to ensure spending aligns with priorities and financial goals during uncertain times. To navigate economic uncertainty effectively, focus on three key areas: building multiple income streams, maintaining adequate emergency savings, and staying informed about economic trends that could impact your financial decisions. Inflation remains one of the top financial concerns for Americans today. Understanding how rising prices affect your financial plans and learning strategies to protect your purchasing power is crucial for long-term financial success. Inflation is the general increase in prices of goods and services over time, which reduces the purchasing power of your money. When inflation rises, each dollar you own buys fewer goods and services than it did before. Inflation directly impacts your monthly budget by increasing the cost of essential items like groceries, housing, and transportation. A budget that worked perfectly last year may no longer cover your expenses due to rising prices. The most significant impact of inflation is the erosion of purchasing power. If your income doesn't increase at the same rate as inflation, you effectively become poorer over time, even if your salary stays the same. To protect yourself from inflation, you need specific strategies. These include investing in assets that typically outpace inflation, adjusting your savings rate, and considering inflation-protected securities. Make specific adjustments to your financial plan to account for inflation. Increase your savings rate, review your budget quarterly, consider variable rate income sources, and maintain an emergency fund that accounts for rising costs. Inflation is not just a temporary concern, but a permanent factor in financial planning. By understanding its impact and implementing these protective strategies, you can maintain and grow your purchasing power over time, ensuring your financial goals remain achievable despite rising prices. Digital banking has fundamentally transformed how we manage our finances. Traditional banking methods are rapidly being replaced by sophisticated digital solutions that offer unprecedented convenience and personalization. The shift from traditional banking to digital banking represents one of the most significant changes in financial services. While traditional banks required physical visits and operated within limited hours, digital banking provides round-the-clock access through mobile applications and online platforms. Digital wallets have become as common as physical wallets in many parts of the world. These applications allow users to store payment methods, make transactions, and manage their finances entirely through their smartphones. The adoption rates for digital wallets are remarkable. Recent studies show that 76% of consumers now use digital payments regularly, with mobile wallet transactions growing by 25% in 2024 alone. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing how financial services are personalized. AI algorithms analyze spending patterns, predict financial needs, and provide customized recommendations to help users make better financial decisions. AI-powered features in digital banking include sophisticated spending pattern analysis, personalized savings recommendations, predictive budgeting assistance, advanced fraud detection, and automated investment portfolio optimization. Real-time transaction alerts and notifications have become essential features of modern digital banking. These systems provide instant updates about account activity, helping users stay informed and secure. Real-time alerts provide numerous benefits, including instant transaction notifications for security, fraud prevention through immediate detection of suspicious activity, enhanced budget tracking, automated bill payment reminders, and continuous account balance monitoring. Digital-only banks are leading the transformation by offering superior customer experiences. These institutions leverage technology to provide personalized financial advice, seamless user interfaces, and innovative features that traditional banks struggle to match. To effectively embrace digital banking tools, choose reputable platforms with strong security measures, enable two-factor authentication, utilize AI-powered features for budgeting and savings, set up comprehensive real-time alerts, and regularly review your digital banking preferences to maximize benefits while maintaining security. Financial literacy represents one of the most pressing challenges in personal finance today. Despite living in an information-rich society, financial literacy rates have remained stubbornly stagnant, leaving millions of consumers vulnerable to costly financial mistakes. Recent studies reveal alarming gaps in financial knowledge across key areas. Only 57% of Americans understand basic financial concepts. Investment knowledge drops to just 42%, while retirement planning knowledge falls to 38%. These statistics represent millions of people making critical financial decisions without adequate knowledge. This lack of financial literacy creates serious vulnerabilities. People make costly mistakes that could be easily avoided with proper knowledge. These errors compound over time, creating long-term financial hardship. The consequences of poor financial literacy are measurable and severe. High-interest debt accumulation costs families $3,000 to $8,000 annually. Lacking an emergency fund means facing crisis costs averaging $2,500. Poor investment choices result in losing 2 to 4% in annual returns. Inadequate insurance can lead to over $10,000 in unexpected costs. Even simple mistakes like late payments cost $500 to $1,200 per year. The solution lies in actively improving financial knowledge through accessible resources and educational programs. Financial literacy is not innate. It must be learned and developed over time. Building financial literacy follows a structured pathway. Start with the basics of budgeting and saving to establish a foundation. Next, learn investment fundamentals, including risk and return concepts. Then understand credit and debt management, including how credit scores work. Finally, plan for the future through retirement planning and insurance knowledge. Each step builds upon the previous one, creating comprehensive financial understanding. Numerous resources are available to improve financial literacy. Government agencies, nonprofit organizations, financial institutions, and online platforms offer free educational programs and tools. Government programs like financialliteracy.gov and secinvestor.gov provide comprehensive free resources. Nonprofit organizations such as the National Endowment for Financial Education offer structured curricula. Financial institutions provide education centers and workshops. Online platforms like Khan Academy offer accessible courses. Professional guidance from certified financial planners provides personalized education. The key is to actively seek out and engage with these resources consistently. Financial literacy is not a luxury. It is a necessity in today's complex financial landscape. The cost of ignorance far exceeds the investment in education. By actively improving your financial knowledge, you protect yourself from costly mistakes and position yourself for long-term financial success. The resources exist. The pathway is clear. The only requirement is your commitment to learning. American households are carrying unprecedented levels of debt, creating significant challenges for financial stability. Understanding current debt trends and developing effective repayment strategies is crucial for long-term financial health. The average American household carries over $6,600 in credit card debt alone. When including mortgages, auto loans, and other forms of debt, total household debt has reached record levels, significantly impacting financial stability across all age groups. Credit card debt varies significantly across different age groups. Generation X, those aged 42 to 57, carries the highest average credit card debt, while younger Generation Z has the lowest levels, though this often reflects limited credit access rather than better financial habits. Understanding different types of debt is essential for effective management. Secured debt like mortgages is backed by collateral, while unsecured debt like credit cards carries higher interest rates. Revolving debt allows repeated borrowing, making it particularly dangerous for financial stability. High debt levels create a cascade of financial problems. They reduce available income for savings and investments, limit financial flexibility during emergencies, and can lead to a cycle of borrowing that becomes increasingly difficult to break. The connection between debt and financial stress cannot be overstated. High debt levels contribute to anxiety, sleep problems, and relationship strain. Understanding this cycle is the first step toward breaking free from debt's psychological burden. Effective debt repayment requires a strategic approach. The debt snowball method focuses on paying off smallest balances first for psychological wins, while the debt avalanche method targets highest interest rates first for mathematical efficiency. Choose the method that best fits your personality and situation. Creating a comprehensive debt repayment plan requires organization and tracking. Document all your debts, including amounts, interest rates, minimum payments, and due dates. This systematic approach helps you stay accountable and measure progress toward financial freedom. Taking control of your debt starts with understanding your current situation and committing to a repayment strategy. Remember that debt repayment is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay consistent, track your progress, and don't hesitate to adjust your plan as your financial situation changes. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 brought significant changes to the American tax system. However, many of these provisions are temporary and set to expire at the end of 2025, creating potential major shifts in tax policy that could affect millions of Americans. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was signed into law in December 2017, representing the most comprehensive tax reform in over 3 decades. This legislation reduced tax rates for individuals and corporations, increased the standard deduction, and made significant changes to itemized deductions. To understand the impact of these changes, let's examine the tax bracket modifications. The TCJA reduced tax rates across most income levels, providing immediate tax relief for many Americans. Here's how the tax brackets changed from 2017 to 2018. The TCJA also significantly changed deductions. The standard deduction was nearly doubled, while many itemized deductions were limited or eliminated. The state and local tax deduction was capped at $10,000, and miscellaneous itemized deductions were suspended entirely. However, here's the critical issue. Most individual tax provisions in the TCJA were designed to be temporary. These provisions are set to expire on December 31st, 2025, which means that without congressional action, tax rates and deductions will revert to their pre-2017 levels. Let's examine what specifically expires in 2025. Individual tax rates will return to their higher pre-2017 levels. The standard deduction will be cut nearly in half. The state and local tax deduction cap will be removed, but the increased standard deduction that benefited many taxpayers will disappear. The potential impact is significant. According to tax policy experts, a typical middle-class family could see their tax bill increase by $1,000 to $3,000 annually. High-income earners in high-tax states might see even larger increases, while some taxpayers who itemize deductions could potentially benefit from the removal of the SALT cap. So what should you do to prepare? First, stay informed about congressional actions regarding tax policy. Second, consider accelerating income into 2025 if you expect to be in a higher tax bracket in 2026. Third, review your withholding and estimated tax payments. Finally, consult with a tax professional to develop strategies specific to your situation. The expiration of TCJA provisions represents one of the most significant potential changes to personal finance in recent years. While the ultimate outcome depends on future congressional action, being prepared and informed will help you navigate whatever changes may come. Understanding these potential impacts now allows you to make strategic financial decisions and adjust your planning accordingly. Financial planning is undergoing a revolutionary transformation through artificial intelligence and data analytics. Traditional one-size-fits-all approaches are being replaced by hyper-personalized strategies that adapt to your unique financial situation, goals, and behaviors. Traditional financial planning relies on generic advice and static recommendations that may not fit your specific circumstances. In contrast, AI-powered planning creates tailored strategies that dynamically adjust based on comprehensive data analysis and real-time market conditions. AI-powered financial planning begins by analyzing multiple data sources to create a comprehensive picture of your financial situation. This includes your income patterns, spending habits, investment preferences, risk tolerance, life goals, and current market conditions. The AI system processes this data through sophisticated machine learning algorithms that identify patterns in your financial behavior. Predictive models forecast future scenarios, while optimization engines determine the best strategies for your specific situation. The system continuously learns and improves its recommendations based on outcomes and new data. AI generates highly specific, personalized recommendations tailored to your unique situation. For example, it might suggest reducing dining expenses by a specific amount to reach your emergency fund goal, recommend portfolio rebalancing based on your changing risk profile, or identify optimal tax strategies for your income level. AI financial planning offers numerous advantages over traditional methods. It provides 24/7 monitoring with instant adjustments, makes objective decisions free from emotional bias, conducts comprehensive scenario planning, delivers professional-level advice at lower costs, and continuously learns to improve its recommendations. To embrace AI in your financial planning, start by researching AI-powered platforms and robo-advisors. Begin with basic tools for budgeting and expense tracking, then gradually integrate AI recommendations into your overall strategy. Remember to maintain human oversight for major decisions and stay informed about new developments in AI finance technology. Hyper-personalized financial planning with AI represents the future of money management. By leveraging these powerful technologies, you can optimize your financial decisions, achieve your goals more efficiently, and adapt quickly to changing circumstances. The key is to embrace these tools while maintaining informed oversight of your financial journey. ESG investing has emerged as one of the most significant trends in modern finance, fundamentally changing how investors evaluate opportunities and align their portfolios with their values. ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance factors. These three pillars represent a comprehensive framework for evaluating companies based on their impact beyond just financial performance. The growth of ESG investing has been remarkable, particularly among younger investors who prioritize sustainability and social responsibility. Millennials and Generation Z investors are driving this trend, with studies showing they are twice as likely to invest in companies with strong ESG practices. There are several popular strategies for ESG investing, each offering different approaches to incorporating sustainability factors into your portfolio. These range from broad market funds to specialized green technology investments. Research consistently shows that investors increasingly view ESG factors as critical components of investment analysis. This shift reflects a growing understanding that environmental and social risks can significantly impact long-term financial performance. Incorporating ESG factors into your investment portfolio requires a strategic approach. Start by defining your values and priorities. Then research ESG ratings and scores for potential investments. Consider the trade-offs between ESG focus and diversification. ESG investing represents more than just a trend. It's a fundamental shift toward considering the broader impact of our investment decisions. By incorporating ESG factors, investors can potentially achieve competitive returns while supporting companies that contribute to a more sustainable and equitable future. In today's rapidly evolving financial landscape, consumers have fundamentally shifted their expectations toward digital-first experiences. This transformation represents more than just convenience. It's reshaping how we interact with our money and financial institutions. Modern consumers expect seamless, intuitive digital solutions that allow them to manage their finances anytime, anywhere. This includes everything from basic account monitoring to complex investment decisions, all accessible through their smartphones and computers. Financial institutions have responded by developing sophisticated mobile banking applications that put comprehensive financial management tools directly in users' hands. These apps represent the pinnacle of digital-first design, offering intuitive interfaces and powerful functionality. Beyond basic banking, digital platforms now offer comprehensive financial dashboards that provide holistic views of your financial health. These sophisticated interfaces combine data visualization with actionable insights to help users make informed financial decisions. The integration of digital payment methods with traditional banking has created seamless financial ecosystems. Users can now effortlessly transition between digital wallets, credit cards, and bank accounts, all managed through unified digital interfaces. The scope of digital transformation in banking extends far beyond simple transactions. Financial institutions are leveraging artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, cloud computing, and advanced cybersecurity measures to create comprehensive digital ecosystems that serve every aspect of personal finance. To maximize the benefits of digital-first financial experiences, start by evaluating your current financial institution's digital offerings. Look for comprehensive mobile apps, robust online platforms, and integrated financial management tools. Consider consolidating accounts with institutions that offer superior digital experiences and take advantage of features like automated savings, spending alerts, and financial goal tracking. Digital-first financial experiences represent the future of personal finance management. By embracing these technologies and choosing financial institutions that prioritize digital innovation, you can gain unprecedented control over your financial life while enjoying the convenience and insights that modern technology provides. Financial wellness and mental well-being are deeply interconnected in ways that many people don't fully realize. Your financial health directly impacts your psychological state, stress levels, and overall quality of life. Research consistently shows that financial stress is one of the leading causes of anxiety, depression, and relationship problems. When your finances are unstable, it creates a cascade of mental health challenges that can affect every aspect of your life. Financial stress creates a vicious cycle that can be difficult to break. Poor financial health leads to stress and anxiety, which can result in poor decision-making, health problems, and even more financial difficulties. The symptoms of financial stress manifest in both physical and emotional ways. People experiencing financial difficulties often report sleep problems, headaches, digestive issues, and increased anxiety. These physical symptoms can lead to medical expenses, creating even more financial pressure. Many people feel completely overwhelmed by their financial situation, surrounded by bills, debt, and financial obligations that seem impossible to manage. This feeling of being buried under financial pressure can lead to paralysis and avoidance behaviors. Breaking the cycle of financial stress requires a comprehensive approach that addresses both the practical financial issues and the mental health impacts. The key is to start small and build momentum through achievable goals and stress management techniques. When you prioritize financial wellness, you create a positive feedback loop. Better financial health reduces stress, which improves decision making, which leads to better financial outcomes. This upward spiral enhances your overall quality of life and mental well being. Remember that financial wellness is not just about having money, it's about having control, reducing anxiety, and creating space for the things that truly matter in your life. Investing in your financial health is investing in your mental health and overall well being. Technology is revolutionizing the financial industry at an unprecedented pace. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are transforming how we manage money, detect fraud, and make investment decisions. Machine learning has 5 primary applications in finance. Process automation eliminates manual tasks, while advanced security systems protect against cyber threats. Credit scoring algorithms analyze vast datasets for more accurate risk assessment. Algorithmic trading systems execute trades at lightning speed, and robo-advisors provide automated investment management for millions of users. Fraud detection represents one of the most critical applications of artificial intelligence in finance. Modern systems monitor transactions in real time, analyzing patterns across millions of data points. These systems use behavioral analysis to detect anomalies and continuously improve through machine learning algorithms that adapt to new fraud techniques. Personalized financial advice has been transformed by artificial intelligence. AI systems analyze your unique spending patterns and financial behavior to provide customized investment recommendations. These systems offer automated budget optimization, goal-based financial planning, and are available 24/7 through intelligent chatbots that understand your specific financial situation. Technology provides multiple layers of asset protection in modern finance. Multi-factor authentication and biometric security systems ensure only authorized access. Encrypted data transmission protects information in transit, while real-time threat monitoring systems detect potential security breaches. Automated security responses can immediately block suspicious activities to protect your financial assets. Staying informed about financial technology advancements is crucial for maximizing these benefits. Follow fintech news and industry publications to understand emerging trends. Attend webinars and conferences to learn from experts. Subscribe to updates from your financial institutions and join online communities focused on financial innovation. Remember to regularly review and update your financial applications to ensure you have access to the latest security features and tools. Financial planning is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Each stage of life presents unique financial challenges, opportunities, and priorities that require tailored strategies. Today, we'll examine detailed case studies across different life stages to understand how financial planning evolves throughout our lives. The financial life cycle shows how our financial needs and capabilities change over time. From the formative years through building foundations, accumulation phases, and eventually distribution in retirement, each stage requires different financial strategies and priorities. Our first case study examines Sarah, a 26-year-old software engineer earning $75,000 annually. Like many young professionals, she faces the challenge of balancing debt repayment with wealth building while establishing financial independence. Sarah's strategy focuses on building a solid foundation. She prioritizes creating an emergency fund while maximizing her employer's 401k match. Her aggressive debt payoff plan targets high-interest student loans first, while she begins investing in diversified index funds for long-term growth. The key insight for young professionals is balancing immediate needs with long-term goals. Time is their greatest asset for compound growth, making early investment crucial even while managing debt obligations. The Johnson family represents the complex financial juggling act of middle aged families. With two children and peak earning years ahead, they must simultaneously save for education costs and retirement while managing a mortgage and daily expenses. Their strategy employs a dual priority approach. 529 Education Savings Plans receive $500 monthly per child, targeting $100,000 each by college age. Simultaneously, they maximize retirement contributions through 401k plans and Roth IRAs, aiming for $1.2 million by retirement. Robert's pre-retirement case illustrates the critical transition period where wealth preservation becomes as important as wealth accumulation. At 58, he has 4 years to optimize his retirement readiness while managing increased financial complexity. His catch-up strategy maximizes contributions through higher limits available to those over 50. The shift toward conservative asset allocation protects accumulated wealth while still allowing growth. Healthcare planning becomes crucial as employer coverage ends before Medicare eligibility. Pre-retirees face complex decisions about Social Security timing, healthcare coverage gaps, and tax-efficient withdrawal strategies. These choices can significantly impact retirement income and require careful analysis and professional guidance. Eleanor's retirement case demonstrates successful transition from accumulation to distribution phase. Her diversified income sources provide financial security while maintaining lifestyle flexibility and protecting against inflation and longevity risks. Her distribution strategy combines guaranteed income from pension and Social Security with systematic withdrawals from retirement accounts using the 4% rule. Conservative asset allocation preserves capital while generating income, with careful attention to required minimum distributions and tax efficiency. These case studies reveal that successful financial planning requires stage-appropriate strategies. Young professionals leverage time for growth, families balance competing priorities, pre-retirees optimize and preserve wealth, while retirees focus on sustainable income distribution. Understanding your current life stage helps prioritize financial decisions and allocate resources effectively. Major life changes can dramatically impact your financial situation. Divorce, job loss, and the death of a spouse are 3 of the most significant events that require immediate financial adjustments and long-term strategic planning. Each of these life changes creates unique financial challenges. Divorce involves asset division and potential support payments. Job loss means immediate income reduction and benefit changes. Bereavement requires estate settlement while dealing with potential income loss. Divorce requires comprehensive financial restructuring. You must inventory all marital assets and debts, understand your state's property division laws, and calculate potential alimony or child support obligations. This process fundamentally changes your financial landscape. Post-divorce financial planning involves updating all beneficiaries on accounts and insurance policies, creating a new budget based on your changed income and expenses, and reviewing insurance coverage to ensure adequate protection for your new circumstances. Job loss requires both immediate and long-term financial adjustments. Immediately, you should file for unemployment benefits, review any severance package, understand your health insurance options through COBRA, and reduce non-essential expenses to preserve cash flow. Long-term planning after job loss involves reassessing your emergency fund requirements, budgeting for potential career transition costs, including retraining or education, evaluating whether to continue retirement contributions, and considering relocation expenses if job opportunities require moving. Bereavement creates complex financial and legal requirements. You must obtain multiple death certificates, contact an estate attorney if needed, inventory all assets and debts, and notify banks, investment firms, and other financial institutions of the death. Managing benefits and income changes is crucial after bereavement. Apply for Social Security survivor benefits, file life insurance claims, update beneficiaries on retirement accounts, and create a new budget reflecting your changed income and expenses. Professional guidance becomes essential during major life transitions. A financial advisor can help adjust your investment strategy and revise retirement planning based on your new circumstances. An estate attorney ensures legal documents are properly updated and provides guidance on complex estate matters. A tax professional becomes crucial for analyzing the tax implications of your changed situation, whether it's property division in divorce, unemployment benefits, or inheritance issues. They can also help with filing status changes and optimize your tax strategy for your new financial reality. Successfully navigating major life changes requires preparation and adaptability. Build financial strategies that can flex with changing circumstances. Assemble a professional support team before crises occur. Maintain updated financial documents, and keep larger emergency funds during uncertain periods. Remember, these transitions are temporary, but proper financial planning helps ensure they don't derail your long-term financial goals. Financial experts have serious concerns about American savings habits. Recent data reveals troubling trends that put millions of households at financial risk. In 2024, Americans saved only 4.4% of their income. This statistic represents a significant decline from historical savings rates and falls far short of what financial experts recommend for long-term financial security. Financial experts recommend saving at least 10 to 20% of income for optimal financial health. The current 4.4% rate means most Americans are saving less than half of what they should be putting away for their future. The situation becomes even more concerning when we examine emergency savings. A significant percentage of Americans lack adequate emergency funds, leaving them vulnerable to financial shocks from unexpected expenses, job loss, or medical emergencies. Proper financial planning requires understanding how savings fit into your overall budget. Experts recommend following structured approaches like the 50-30-20 rule, where 20% goes to savings and debt repayment, with emergency funds being the top priority. Financial experts emphasize that building an emergency fund should be every household's top financial priority. Start with a goal of saving $1,000, then work toward 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Even small, consistent contributions can build substantial emergency protection over time. The gap between current savings rates and expert recommendations represents a critical financial vulnerability for millions of Americans. Taking action now to build emergency savings can provide the financial security and peace of mind that comes from being prepared for life's unexpected challenges.